Okay, welcome to the Complete Simpleton podcast, episode 23. 23.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Oh, wait, time out. I did it, 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 I did Anyway, special episode for we're going to be talking about Kodesh Elul. We're going to, first of all, what do we have here?
You're talking about Shavuos.
Yeah.
We only about Shavuos, though.
Yeah.
So basically, we were learning so far in the Likutei Moharan about how to use your kingdom to influence good.
See, so it is connected because Elul is the king. Elul is the king of the field.
I said that so I could connect it to the king.
Okay.
I'm just going to say a few words from Likutei Moharan, so it's still Likutei Moharan shir. חברוסה. וזה בחינת שבועות, כי שבועות הוא בחינת שכל גדול וגבוה מאוד, שהוא חסד עליון ורחמים גדולים, כי גודל הרחמים תלוי בגודל הדעת כנ"ל. So basically, Shavuos is a concept and a level of a very, very big mind and a high mind.
Right, very high intellect.
It's very, it's a higher charity.
Yeah, it's a higher kindness and yeah.
And a big mercy.
Yeah. And
the size of the mercy is dependent on the size of your mind.
Right, of the Dabil, which is what we've been talking about until now is how to bring the das by learning Torah, that's how we bring the Malchus that we're ruling.
Matan Torah, because in the time of Matan Torah, it seems to him like an old man full of mercy. Yeah. Because there was a revelation of das on Matan Torah. Like,
what's interesting is old in general, old people they show more mercy. Yeah. Why? Because they have more das. They've been around longer. Their intellect it's brought into das, so therefore they have more. They tend to have more. Well, sometimes they're angry old men too, but they have in general they have more mercy than what they had before.
Yeah. So Elul. Right?
Yeah. Elul, the king in the field.
Yeah. King in the field. Sure. Elul comes, indicates on Rosh Hashanah is coming. And what's Rosh Hashanah? The Yom Adin, right? And we're not.
That's today's the day of judgment. That's what it is.
The day of judgment, but who is the judge? Our Father, right?
Right. Crowning him the king.
So, within my own emotions, I'm very conflicted.
Yeah.
For one side, I wake up in the morning. I daven. I try to remember every day to blow the shofar for my kids and stuff. I even taught my kid how to blow shofar. And then what's next? You go to work. What's changing in your life? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point?
In Elul, you're saying.
What's the point of all of it? Okay, so
you mean Hashanah, and then the next day you're back at work.
No,
or whatever, 2 days later.
What about that? It's like, okay, so make us Rosh Hashanah. Why Elul?
Yeah.
Okay, the Rosh Hashanah, we're going to try to do our best, and Rosh Hashanah comes. Move on. And then Yom Kippur, and then what's the whole point of all months of Elul is tshuva? You do tshuva for 5 minutes, and then you're so busy, and you and I'm not saying that we could change it. This is how the Eibishter created the world. It's just something that really, really makes me emotional storm in my brain. So
we're in Elul, we're blowing the shofar, we're supposed to be heading to Rosh Hashanah. It's this big, and what am I then what? But what?
I'm still more worried about.
It's almost like you expect yourself to be wrapped in your kittel with the what's it called?
On that level, like I'm still worried about more about my parnasa than I'm worried about making tshuva.
Right.
I'm like,
I think that's what's special about Elul, as opposed to Rosh Hashanah. That's the whole mushroom of Melech Basada, the king in the field.
That is closer to us.
Yeah. You have thoughts on answering it? What's you have an answer?
No, it's a dialogue.
So it's funny because you just led into the same question that I was learning last night with the Bacher. And the Rebbe brings it from the Alter Rebbe, and that's the whole mushroom of Melech Basada. So he starts off by saying, okay, Elul is Rashi Tevis, right? It's what I say in acronym. Ani l'doidi v'doidi li. Right? I am to my beloved is to me. I am to my beloved means the work that I'm doing. I'm working to get closer to God. Daidi Li is a revelation that he gives to me now.
He's mirroring it.
Right? So the Alter Rebbe asks, wait a second. So why do we call it Elul then? If you're telling me that the Daidi Li, right, the awakening from above, the him giving the revelation is a Shani Kippur, so fine, you can say that because our work in Elul leads to that. But he says, no, but it's part of the actual name. So it sounds like there must be some kind of an awakening from above in Elul also. So he explains, there's two of them. There's two awakenings. One awakening is Rosh Hashanah Kippur, is him revealing himself to you. The awakening in Elul is him giving you the ability. It's just an esinas kayach. It's just giving you the strength to be able to do the avodah in Elul. Because and part of it's probably things like you said here in Elul. In the meantime, I have my business going on. I have this, I have that, right? So that this is we can understand this whole thing through this allegory. Melech Basadi, the king in the field. What's the king in the field? Mm-hmm. The king in the field, it's when the king is in the Hershel, he's in his palace. It's very impressive. There's a revelation of his kingship, which is so fun because it connects exactly to everything we're talking about in the Likutei Moharan here. There's a revelation of his kingship. Right, the robes, the crown, and it's very impressive. In the field, the king is wearing like I don't know his hunting clothes or whatever. You're not getting a revelation of his kingship like you are when he's in the palace. But you know what you're getting? You're getting him. So
That's true. I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
What?
It's not that the story about this king who went to change his clothes to go to see what people talking about it.
No.
He's still wearing.
He's not.
No, he does.
He's not.
Okay.
I don't know. That's how he gives the marshal.
No,
he's not. He's in the field. Meaning he's like when the king goes hunting. He doesn't go with his crown and with his giant robes and with what's it called.
But the king is coming.
Okay, and you know it's him.
And no, it's the relation of all the familia.
Here's the marshal I gave. It's like this. I don't know. I had to adjust it for the Bachim because they don't even know who these people are. But I said I said like
Donald Trump.
No, John. I said if you have the I don't know. Let's say the Rolling Stones, right? And there's a concert, and there's lights and flashes and fire, right?
Yeah.
Okay, or you just meet Mick Jagger on the street, the singer, right? You meet him on the street. He doesn't look. It's still him, right? But he doesn't have the band around him. He doesn't have there's a big orchestra behind. There's fire. There's things. There's lights, right? There's not a revelation of his rock starness the same way that when he's on the street,
right?
But it's him. What's the difference also? If you go during the stage show and try going on the stage and talking to him, the security's going to get you really fast. On the street, hi, Mr. And hi, how are you? Why? Because he's just Mick Jagger. But it's him. So the Alter Rebbe explains like this. This is Elul Tishrei. He's in the field. You meet the Eibishter on the street. And since he's not during the big show, right, Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, you're in the palace. How do you even get into the palace, right? Just like the rock show. You have to buy tickets long in advance. They're all sold out. So same thing with the palace, even more so. The king, you're going to go see the king. What are you, a statesman? How are you getting in there? So you meet him, Elul. You meet the king on the street. And since he's on the street, he's, oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm the king. What's your name? Right? And he talks to you and he says, wow, I really like you. Listen, let me give you a VIP pass. We have a thing coming up on Rosh Hashanah in the palace. Here's a backstage pass. Come, you're my friend now, right? You're my friend now. Come. But now you're coming and seeing him in his full glory. Now you got an invitation to come see in his glory.
Right.
So Elul's the same thing. I know it's in the street, meaning you still have to worry about your business. It's in the street. It's not wow, Rosh Hashanah and Kippur where it's a day that's set aside for holiness. It's Elul. I still have to deal with my business. That's when you go out and meet the king. And now he says, oh, you know what? Let's talk because it's just me and you. It's personal. Now he invites you to Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. And now when it comes to Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, you're able to get the revelation of Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. Why? Because you met him in Elul in the street while you were worrying about your business. That's when you met him. So now he gives you the VIP pass come Rosh Hashanah and Kippur when it's going to be the big revelation. You already spoke to the king. You're already buddies. And in fact, on Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, right, when the Eibishter with the crown, with the robe, he's walking, and as he's walking, he catches you a sight of you over there on the side. The thing, he gives you a little wink and a little wave because, hey, my buddy's over there. It's this kind of a thing.
This is Elul.
This is Elul. This is what we're talking about. This is Chodesh Elul.
Hey, can I call you back in about 10 minutes? I'm in the middle of a podcast. Yeah, I'm trying. I forgot about it completely. I'm trying to get it. I texted her. Bye.
Anyway, so that's the part of the mind I learned so far.
Nice. It's beautiful. I love it. The other direction, connected to what we learned in the Likutei Moharan.
Yeah.
Anila Doidi is basically I'm getting close to the Eibishter. And who's the Eibishter?
No.
Me.
No, that's not a different thing.
Before by me,
right.
the Doidi, the action of me, the Doidi is the Doidi Li, and it's the same person. It's within me.
Yeah.
The Doidi Li.
But I don't think it's a different thing. I think it's an aspect of the same thing.
Another aspect, sure.
Yeah, of course it's me.
Because the Astar, right? There's nothing around here that will not have liveliness.
Yeah, right. It has to be.
So the Eibishter is in me.
Yeah.
So it's not that like you and a spouse or you and a co-worker who like on the dispute and you're making
it's not right. Okay, there's me,
making a step.
There's me and there's Eibishter, and now we're gonna negotiate.
Yes. How you like to always do that. But it's
Eibishter, let's negotiate.
It's not because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna make a step and what's your move?
No, you're coming closer to you.
So by Anila Doidi is like it's like within you, the action of getting close to what Hashem wants from us within us is automatically Hashem gets close to us.
Yeah.
And this is all now it's explaining. Now it's getting a bang,
yeah. It's there's a lot like
Shuva Elai, Vashuva Aleichem, right?
Right. To return to me, now I will return to you. But what does it mean return to you? Not like a separate thing returning to you. I will return to being you. Meaning you will return. It's like Jackie Mason said it. He said he went to a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist said, we will have to find the real you. We'll have to find the real me. You know? That's the same thing. I'm really trying to find the real me.
In a way, Shuva Elai Vashuva Aleichem is the glasses on the table. You taking it, it's Shuva Elai Vashuva Aleichem. You know, I'm coming back to glasses.
It's come back to me. It's both.
But it's not like a two-person thing or a God and me.
Right. No, it's sort of
it's
like
automatic. Yeah, it's an automatic reaction. Like, by me taking the hat, it's Shuva Elai Vashuva Aleichem.
Right. The question is, who went on who? Did the hat go on you? Did you
go? Doesn't matter.
Did you go under the hat?
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
It's your action.
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's your action.
Right. You did it either way. Right.
Doesn't matter how you look at it. It's your action.
Right. You know what it is. That's why when you look for the Eibishter, you find you, and when you look for you find the Eibishter.
It's one thing.
Yeah.
Bottom line is that the whole point of Elul is to reconnect to yourself. Now it makes it better. You know what? You being busy with work. It's part of your tshuva, right? Why do we need to work now? I didn't plan that. But why do you need to work?
No.
Because of Chet Adam, right?
Right.
No,
right, yeah. Up until Adam making the tree, we didn't have to work.
Me,
at least he didn't
me being bothered and worried about work, I'm making a mitzvah.
Yeah, we're supposed to do this.
Right.
Right. But not just that. So that's because people think Melech Basar, think of a field. The problem is nowadays, a field today doesn't have the same connotation. What was a field? Think about it. What was a field?
Flowers.
No, back then, what was a field?
Battlefield.
It was where you worked. It was where the wheat was. It was your business.
Yeah.
Melech Basar means the king in your business. He's in your work.
Wow.
In other words, not now. So you work in construction. I work in accounting, right? Okay. Back then, they worked in the field. Melech Basar means the king is in your workplace. He's where you're working in Elam Haza, where you're tilling the ground and plowing the field.
Cotton.
Yeah, exactly. That's so. It's funny that it's so funny because your question is exactly the. By the way, sometimes it's more of a chiddush to come up with the right question and the right answer. Okay, so that question it explains it better because the truth is I'll have a question a different way. What's Melech Basar in the field? When do I go in the field? So what I'm frolicking in the field? So this is the question. Wait a second. I'm in my business. I'm working.
Right.
But maybe it's just in your work.
I it's a great analogy. I don't know. For me, in my head, the Amelech Basada, it's like an analogy. It's hard for me to bring it into my reality in my life to even an Elul. It's an idea. It's for me in my head. It's more of an idea than actual something that implementing. So,
but it's not.
So it's hard for me. So it's coming. It's the reality. It's the reality. It's a reality. It's a reality. But for me, it's easier to be like, okay, so how do I connect to David? Okay, he's in the field wherever he is. It's not the point.
Okay, so here's the question.
So 1 second before the question. So the whole point, I think, of what I was asking for me it was hard, the whole a commotion about getting close to the Eibishter, right? And at the same time being so worried about everything around me. If it's, life day to life days.
Yeah.
day to day stuff. The whole life. Work. Looking for workers. Looking for business.
Yeah.
Looking, making bills payments. I'm flying soon, so tickets. How do I do that?
I think you answer. I think your question answers more than it asks.
So now that I'm putting the question more in proportion, it is. But especially after this dialogue. So what I came up from all of this discussion and dialogue is that the all worry about the day-to-day life. So basically, you're doing it for the greater good. You could be part of the greater good, right?
But Dafka through that work in the world, not through the.
If you are able to be seeing Hashem with all of these worries, in all of these worries, this is part of your tshuva. This is part of Elul.
Wait, not just that. That is Melech Basada.
Yeah.
Right. The Melech is what? Let's go back. Let's go back to the narrative. Yeah. The king is in the field. Okay. Meaning the king is in your work in the world. He's in the bill you have to pay, in the materials you have to order, in the worker you have to find. That's where he's coming to. And all he wants is you to come say hi to him there. And when you do that, that's when he gives you the VIP ticket. Hey buddy, you know what? You're coming to me in the field, meaning when I'm here in your workplace, you took the time to come to me and say, "Oh, king, you're here in my workplace. So good to see you." And since you did that for me, I'm going to give you a VIP pass, and I'll come Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. You have the backstage pass. I'm going to give you the revelation of Rosh Hashanah and Kippur. But it's funny because your question actually clarifies the narrative, because it's the other way around. It's very hard. It's like you're saying. It's very hard. Like, okay, just story. The king is in a field. What do you mean in the field? So what? We're frolicking in the field, and the king. It's not. It's the mashal that was given back then is the field was the workplace. So this is the mashal. So your question really clarifies this. The mashal.
See,
amazing. So I'm saying sometimes a question is gives a bigger answer than an answer would give. This question alone, that's the question. Is wait a second, I'm making these calls and I have to deal with the getting in the worker and I have to that's the field. That's where and that's why we do this in Elul. It's because the king is coming there in Elul. And then now we come and say hi to him, and he's so overjoyed that we came and said hi to him, even though where is he? He's not in the shul. In the shul, of course you want to say hi to him. He looks so beautiful in the shul, right? In my workplace, he doesn't look so pretty. Right? So but you know what? But I recognize him. Look, it's the king in my workplace, in my phone call, in the new worker I'm trying to find. And then now I met him there. Now he responds with it says B'Sever Panim Yofis, and with a smile, with a laugh. And now he's giving you now you just made real friends with him. Why? Because the king knows it's very easy to see him in the Rosh Hashanah, right? Everybody, or in Kippur, imagine everybody's in the kittel, and it's such and the Nigunim, and what's called, it's such a holy feeling. Yeah, it's fine. It's easy to feel Eibishter there. But then what happens when all that is stripped? Do you still recognize the king? That's what he wants to know. Do you still see him when it's in the day-to-day and the drag and the bill that's got to be paid, and trying to figure out, is there enough in this account to pay that? That when you recognize him there, that's when he's really happy. And he says, "Oh, now I see. It's not my crown that you love. It's me." So in that case, we're real friends. You're invited. You're here. Here's the golden ticket. The Charlie Wonka. What's it called? The Willy Wonka.
There is two things left to say.
No.
First thing is welcome to the Matrix.
Number
two is
Yeah, so that's Hershel.
And that will be our peace of mind.
Yeah. And
we will see you next week.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's
maybe we'll start another podcast.
And I think it's just to end off with a Velochain is, again, just like you were saying, is the whole thing is it shouldn't remain an intellectual thing. So also this thing shouldn't remain an intellectual thing. The ultimate thing is that people should remember it's Chedesh Elul, and the Eibishter wants to see you, and he wants to see you in the field in your day to day, and we're guaranteed that if we do this, he's going to give us a VIP tickets when all the blessings from Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, all this comes. It comes with a big revelation.
When you say that, you can't say and stop without triggering your responses, right?
Why?
So
why not? Why can't I just say stuff without triggering a response?
Because I am me and you are you.
Yeah. and then I am you and you are me. So,
anyway,
and we are he.
So, in my view and my perspective, the whole point of Hamelech V'Hasadeh is for you, for me, you and me, that forgot that he's connected to be connected all year round, right?
Then in our day to day, we've gotten a little bit away.
The whole point of the Eibishter, what the Eibishter wants from us, is to, as a psak halacha, is to know and feel and behave like he is around at all times, right? Your house can't be messy, not because it's not comfortable, because how could you have a messy house,
right? When the
Eibishter is
always there,
But
it's everything in our life, right?
In every aspect of life. So your behaviors, your manners, if you have in your mind a mindset of like, wait a minute, I'm not alone here. I'm presence of greatness, right?
Right.
You make sure to behave, to keep it organized, to keep it neat. You know, when you get guests, your house could be a wreck for 3 months, and suddenly you have in 2 hours.
Now imagine the guest.
2 hours
now imagine the guest
work,
is the king.
it's clean.
Right. Imagine the guest
it's
is
not
the king.
a guest. He's a tenant.
Right. Right. See, for a tenant, you have to keep clean all the time. You go like an Airbnb.
Yeah.
An Airbnb, you have to keep clean all the time because you always have guests.
So I think the main point is on Elul is to reconnect and understand what's the whole mashal of Hamelech V'Hasadeh, right? Even if you in your workplace, we need to remember that he's there,
right?
So you need to do diligent better when you're handling other people. You need to be nicer. You need to be more pleasant.
100%. Yeah.
You can't be cranky in front of a king, right?
Right.
So your crankiness is gone. Your life is better already.
King standing here watching, man. Yeah, right. And I think another part of it is simply remembering to add the words Baruch Hashem in your day. When you're talking to people, right? Whatever it is, say a guy who's coming to do work for you. There's a guy. I'm gonna meet with a custodian who needs to do something or whatever. And he says, "Oh, how are you?" And I remember to tell him, thank God, Baruch Hashem. I'm doing well. How are you?
I explained it once. You have two kind of workers, right? You have a worker that is not working in office, and he has a manager or a boss, and the boss comes once a day, once every 2 days to check on his work. And you have a worker that is in the office, and the boss is in the next door office.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about a guy who is scared of his boss. I'm talking about a regular guy that have his boss overlooking him.
Yeah.
You always need to impress, right? You always try to excellent in your work because the boss is watching, and I need to impress him to make sure that I'm getting my raise on time, that he's happy and he's want to keep me, right? So it's about impressing.
And only that, we all know, right?
The same thing.
We all know that you can only fake impress for so long.
Exactly.
The only way to impress, that means I have to do good work.
Exactly.
Ultimately,
and ultimate derech chassidus is tshuva mi'av v'lo mi'ira, right?
Right.
You can't stay there and the melech is here, and I'm so scared. What are you gonna do to me? He's like, how can I impress him?
Right. Oh, he's here. Yeah.
And I think this is on one leg. Whatever it's on one leg.
This month, try to impress the Eibishter.
Not a month, your whole life.
No, but this month is the koyach for the whole year.
This month helps you to get closer. It's because it makes it easier for you to reconnect.
No. So what's the difference? So what's the difference? The difference is in this month there's a special nesinas koyach for it.
Yes.
And therefore it's a catalyst that helps you jumpstart doing it in your whole life. Yep, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. Well, for now. For now, we're sticking to it.
That's the last thing I remember, Doctor.
Okay, have a great week and a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Sehr gesund und stark.